I am just making this smaller so that way I can monitor chat. But we are live. Welcome.
Yeah.
We've got another reaction video brought to you by LevelDownGames.com. Brian joined as, well, I guess I can't say as always because you're not always on these reaction videos, but it's Dan.
Yeah, it's me. What's going on? As long as work prohibits, I try to make most of these.
Yeah. And I have a little placeholder video here, these little nice blue, purpley, pink lines kind of rotating in the ether because EA Play is not going to be a live video this year. It is, hey Tyler, what's going on?
Tyler, hey.
It's premiering shortly, actually. It might already be premiered now. I'm going to go switch over and see if it's been premiered or not. It just says we'll begin shortly. So I guess we'll close it. We'll close that because it should be starting here any minute. I don't know what to expect this year outside of here it goes. Outside of a few different things. Minute 56 seconds. I know, Dan, you're pretty excited to see the sports shit as usual.
Yes, I am. I'm excited to see it. And also, right, I wonder if we're going to see any Apex stuff. Doesn't EA?
EA does Apex,
that?
yeah. EA is Apex as well. Yep. Yep, they are. So there's a possibility we see that. I know the Mass Effect trilogy has been rumored somewhat. Obviously, we're going to see Star Wars Squadrons, the trailer that debuted the other day. And I think they confirmed that our boy, Joseph Fares, fuck the Oscars. He's going to be presenting his new game from Hazelight Studios. And it should be another co-op game, kind of like A Way Out. So that should be interesting. And then VentureBeat yesterday or the day before said that EA has at least one surprise in store. So,
okay then.
Yes, hopefully it ends up being good. Yeah,
Tyler,
I agree. Hopefully they step it up this year.
Yeah.
EA Play definitely usually is kind of lackluster unless you are like a massive sports fan. So.
Yeah, I mean, this is the time to shine. You know, you got more eyes with everything that's going on, and you know how all this stuff is digital now.
Yep.
More eyes. So
exactly. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Tyler's also saying that they have a surprise. So I'm excited to see what that is. Rumors are, well, not rumors. I guess it kind of leaked a couple weeks ago, but we should see a new UFC game as well.
How about EA does Battlefield too, right?
I think it's too early.
I know.
I think it's too early for Battlefield 6.
I know, but I'm so hoping. I want a new Battlefield game. That'll take me from Warzone, believe it or not. I love Battlefield 3 and 4. I played so much.
Messenger! Hey, you're going to see some NHL probably, so at least there's that. You and Dan can be like little schoolgirls talking about hockey.
Hell yeah, let's talk about that hockey. What's up, Messenger?
The Messenger is also a Penguins fan, by the way, so.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure he sees the Penguins logo right
I was about to say, I got
chair.
the Penguin stuff in the background.
All right, let's jack up the sound on this now. Here we go.
Hello and welcome everyone
Ooh,
to
Fight
EA
Night,
Play
maybe,
2020.
maybe. Good call.
We're
maybe.
happy that you're joining us today.
They do Fight
Over the
Night as
next
well.
Fight
45
Night, yeah.
minutes or so, we've got so much for you, including
this is only gonna be
creative,
45 minutes.
innovative, and
This is gonna be
really
quick.
fun new games.
Okay.
And a lot of news to share. But before we get into the show, I'd like to take just a minute here. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to first responders, medical staff, and essential personnel. This has certainly been a challenging year. From natural disasters like the bushfires in my home country to the devastating COVID-19 pandemic, these brave heroes are working to keep us safe and healthy at every turn. I also want to thank our teams for their amazing dedication while working from home. What you've been able to achieve is nothing short of inspirational. We are also deeply thankful to all of you, our players. Even when we've had to stay physically apart, billions of you are using games to come together, to play, and do amazing things for each other. You've shown why this is truly the greatest form of entertainment on the planet. This is also a critical time for the movement to end racism and racial injustice in this world. Black lives matter, and there is much to be done to drive real and meaningful change. A couple of weeks ago, we shared some actions that Electronic Arts is taking. We will not rest on this. It's a long-term commitment. We're here for players of every color, background, religion, and personal preference. We will continue to build strong representation in our games, and we are focused on making our communities fun,
They need to.
inclusive,
Their NHL
and positive
games
places
got
to
pretty
play.
bad with some of the names and creative
We
clubs.
also have real work to do to bring greater diversity into our company, and we are committed to doing that work. Today we're here
Dude, some of the
because
names
of the
just in
power of
general
games.
on like
Games
Steam
bring us
or
together.
Xbox
They
Live
can make
or
our lives
PSN.
better. They can teach
These-
us. They can provide escape
These
and
platform holders
self-expression.
need to start doing something
And most of all,
to combat
games
the,
can be
the
fun.
hate and the
Yeah,
racism
it's-
for sure.
All
It's
of us at
terrible.
Electronic Arts
Steam
believe
is
in that,
fucking
and it's why
awful.
we're excited to get up every morning to make great experiences for all of you.
It's not funny.
So thanks for being
No,
here with us.
not at all.
I
And now,
I laugh
let's
because
get into some games.
it's fucking dumb. Like
Yeah.
it's dumb how dumb people are. So
What's up, everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and welcome to EA Play. We had an incredible show in LA planned for you. Huge stage, massive setup, these
right.
giant monitors. I was gonna fly in on an X-Wing.
What
I was
was
gonna
that?
land the X-Wing on stage. I was gonna set off a bunch of fireworks. Then what? T-shirt cannon, bam, shooting out game consoles. Then Carol Baskin, some tigers. That last part was all me. Then, because of circumstances beyond our control, we had to come up with something a little different. Instead of LA, I'm in my hometown of San Francisco, but we still have the Tigers. What's that, Jane? No Tigers. So you lied. Oh, all right. I'm being told there are no Tigers, but whatever. We're still gonna bring you the EA Play you know and love. Huge surprises, big announcements, incredible reveals, and never before seen gameplay. Coming up over the next hour, we've got game reveals galore, world premiere trailers of new titles, some old favorites making a comeback, a look at a new way Star Wars fans can live out their greatest fantasies this year, plus a sneak peek at the future. Oh, and pay
Never
close
before
attention
seen
because
gameplay.
today
Every
you
other
can win
person
one
is
of
a racist.
thousands
Yeah, no,
of
I mean,
Steam
that's
codes
just how it is,
for
man.
more than a
That's
dozen
just how
great
it
EA
is.
games on Steam.
NHL was
Throughout the
terrible.
show, keep an eye out for discreetly placed
did you play
golden
NHL
letters.
online, Dan?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
You were online as well.
Yeah.
Write them down as they appear, and at the end of the show,
Wait, what are
we'll
they doing
tell
with these
you
golden
where
letters?
you
What
can
is
enter
this?
that secret code for a chance to win free games on Steam.
That's funny.
So don't go anywhere. Who am I kidding? None of us can leave our houses. But enough
isn't he?
talking. Let's see some games. Up first, we're headed to the Outlands. That's right. It's Apex Legends time.
Here you go, Dan.
Paper.
Anyone want to take me out?
Are you trying to write things down?
I have a notebook by me. I do not have a
should
notebook.
smile more.
Apex Legends, hell yeah.
Hey Apex fans, the battle just keeps getting bigger. Thanks to you, Apex Legends is coming off its most
game I ever
successful,
streamed.
most epic season yet.
That's right.
And we're just getting started.
That is
Season
right.
4 saw more of you jumping into the fight than ever before, and you've kept that amazing momentum going forward, making Season 5 the biggest and best start to a season ever.
Took out an enemy. Hold on to your holograms.
We hope you've been enjoying Season 5, Fortune's Favor, which has seen the introduction of our latest legend, Loba, a major map
character
change
reveal?
to Kings Canyon. Rest in peace, Skull
This is the
Town.
same map,
An
right?
all-new ranked series, and
Yeah,
a
they
ton of
went
quality
back.
life
Okay.
updates.
Map,
But it's
a
about to get
little
even
bit
better.
different. And then
Today,
they
I'm
went
here to
back
tell
the
you about
first
what's
map
coming
with some
next to
changes.
Season 5 with our latest collection event, Lost Treasures. Take
Yeah.
a look.
Yeah, I know, Skulltown, man. I'm so sad it's gone. Oh, Lost Treasures, okay.
Explorers,
This is pretty.
they risk everything
Froze.
in search
There
of
we go.
fame
Never mind. I buffered,
Fortune.
not the stream.
and answers. Few find what they're looking for. But if they survive, they might walk away with lost treasure.
Okay.
I'll high-five you all when I see you. Mobile respawn beacon here.
Oh, is this our new guy?
I agree with the messenger. I want a new Titanfall instead of Apex Legends.
I don't. I love Apex Legends.
I know.
I don't play it nearly enough.
I don't need guns.
I know what I'm looking for. I won't walk away without it. 너를 찾을 거야.
Oh, wow. Using a trophy?
T, it's me. Be careful. He's watching you.
Next week.
Wow.
As you just saw, the Lost Treasures Collection event brings
gonna
with
jump
it a
back
ton
in,
of
Dan?
great content, including a new
I really need
limited
to.
time
I
mode,
played
Armed and Dangerous
like a week
Evolve.
ago, and I hadn't touched it in a while, and I
return
ended
of
up
a
coming
fan
in second
favorite,
place. So
snipers and
yeah, June
shotties only,
23rd.
but
That
with a
actually
twist.
looks interesting.
my decoy.
All armor is
Again,
Evo
I don't
armor,
have
and
enough
we're
time to play all
removing
these
of the
games.
respawn beacons across the entire map.
Time to quit your job.
Don't worry though, you'll still
yeah,
be able to bring back
sounds like
your
a plan to
teammates
me.
with the
Just
help
gotta get
of
the
a
wife
new
on
item,
board.
the mobile respawn beacon.
Tell her to quit her
You'll have
job
one
too.
of these in your inventory at the start of each match, giving you the power to choose when and more importantly,
Okay.
where
So
you bring
all
your teammates
armor's
back
gonna
into
be the
battle.
same.
Lost Treasures also introduces a new
And no
town takeover,
respawn
Crypto's
beacons.
map room,
Okay.
which gives players a closer look at what motivates this drone-wielding hacker.
Oh, I like that.
And of course, the Lost Treasures collection delivers a bunch of exclusive
Okay.
content you can earn by completing
I like that
challenges,
skin.
as well as all new event
Yeah, the
exclusive
skins
cosmetic
are
items.
they do it really well. I'm
and the
usually not
introduction of your
one
boy
into
Mirage's
buying
heirloom,
skins, and I
which
know
is
this is how they
fittingly
make
a
their
trophy
money,
of
but
himself.
their skins look really good.
Don't worry, there's plenty of me.
That looks badass.
The trophy thing.
And the best part, you don't have to wait that long. Lost Treasures drops on Tuesday, June 23rd. And that's not all,
Mirage,
Apex
man,
fans.
what a-
The battle is expanding.
Of course
That's
it is.
right. This fall, we're bringing Apex Legends to Steam. And I know
Oh,
you're hoping,
okay.
wondering, praying. So before you ask, yeah, crossplay is coming to Apex this fall.
Yeah.
Nice.
What?
Wow. Okay.
It's
Cool.
one of the biggest requests
Crossplay,
we
finally.
get, and we're thrilled to finally
Thank
deliver it to
you.
our fans. What am I forgetting? Oh yeah, one last thing. Let's make it official.
Oh, it's coming to
We're huge
Switch,
fans of
dude!
Nintendo here at Respawn.
That's kind of
And we're
cool.
incredibly excited to be bringing Apex Legends to the Switch this
That's
fall.
kind of cool. On the go.
And we'll share more details in the months ahead.
Nice.
So that means you'll be able to squad up
That's
no matter where
crazy,
you and
man.
your friends
Holy
prefer to
smokes.
play. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch,
It's good shit.
or on the PC via Origin and Steam. We're throwing out a lifeline and healing the divide between
I'm
the
so excited for crossplay
On
though. That
behalf
is
of the entire
huge.
Apex team, we want to thank our incredible community.
That
Your
Switch,
passion
hell
for
yeah,
the
I can
game
sit there
is
and play it
truly
on the
inspiring.
couch.
We look forward to
Wonder
seeing
how
you
it'll
how
run on
well
the
it'll
Switch.
run.
Exactly.
Check out Lost Treasures on
Yeah.
June 23rd.
You look at everything else that, you know, is fast paced on Switch, and it doesn't do nearly as good.
I think I'm hyperbolic. I think I'm hyperman. I've had a really good time here.
The trophy thing is kind of cool. I like that. The trophy thing is kind of cool.
It is, and it just fits his character so well.
Sul, everyone. One thing I admire about Apex Legends is its
Oh, The
commitment to
Sims!
having such a diverse range of characters.
Jessica's missing
At
out on The
we've
Sims. Hopefully
always
she's
believed
watching.
Representation and diversity in games is critically important. Perhaps now more than ever.
She's not feeling well.
It's
She might be
difficult
asleep.
to put into words just how meaningful it can be to see yourself reflected in the games you play. So,
I
here
think
to tell
you're
you
a
in their
little
own
ahead
words
of me,
are a
Brian.
few members of our Sims community.
Try refreshing yours.
It's a very interesting thing to explain.
It feels empowering, actually, and very moving.
It really taught me a lot. The importance of just like keeping relationships good with people.
It's probably like the only place where I was open.
They get to see my personality first before seeing my disability, I guess you could say.
I found myself to be the only black child in my
I haven't played
school.
The Sims
I
in a
was
very
discriminated, I
long
was
time.
bullied. My skin tone,
Nor have
my
I.
height, and my
Jessica plays it all the time still.
First realized that I was trans, and I was like praying to God to undo it. I have this world where I can express myself and be myself.
Where I come from, who I am, the color of my skin, you know, who I'm attracted to, let any of that get in the way. It was no barriers.
No matter where I was
He had a
or
cool
what
voice,
I was
man.
going
He had a good
through, I
voice.
had my safe place.
Yeah.
This is
He should be a voice actor.
plausible. This is a future you can have.
It was almost like I was peeking into the future.
Yeah,
I didn't
he's got
know
a
it at the
great
time,
voice.
But it gave me hope.
It gave me a sense of hope that I could build a life that looked like that.
The Sims is almost like a utopia of what I hope our world eventually becomes.
As I got more comfortable with my character in the game, I got more comfortable with myself.
Sims 5? I don't know, man. Is it Sims 5? Or is it another expansion for Sims 4? Or is it just like
express myself.
an all-inclusive Sims
play
video
to
type
make
thing?
a
I don't know what this is. I don't know.
I play to feel good about myself.
I play to have confidence.
To have me time.
Design.
Fuel my creativity.
It's
Oh,
more
that's
than just
kinda
a
cool.
game. It's creating your life.
Okay.
As you just saw, there are so many reasons why I am proud to be part of the Sims global community. We want The Sims to be a place of unity and hope, a place where you can be your authentic self and build your vision for our shared world, a place to imagine what's possible. To our Simmers, thank you for everything you've done to make your communities, virtual and real, a better place. Now, I know some of you tuned in hoping for some Sims news, and we'll have plenty to share as the summer goes on, but we do have one announcement for you. We'll be welcoming players on a whole new platform as The Sims 4 arrives on Steam.
I was going to say, this
today.
can't be
Take
a big reveal. It's just a Steam
Right,
reveal.
yeah.
Okay. If it was a big reveal, they wouldn't have led into, we'll have more for you later this year type of a thing. It almost feels like EA is abandoning Origin, though, man. It really does. Because they're putting everything on Steam now.
Yeah.
But I hope they don't abandon Origin, because I like Origin Access for the access to new released games. Just like Xbox Game Pass.
Hey, true. That's why I wonder if they would like partner with somebody, possibly.
Maybe.
If it falls through.
Because I've been using Origin Access Premier for like over a year now, just to play like all EA games on release day.
What does that cost?
Huh?
What does that cost?
$14.99.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Hey everyone, Alex here from the social team, and joining me today from our community team is Freeman.
Hey folks, yes, we're
Yeah, I think
here to
Sims
tell you
5 is
that
probably
it's not
likely
just
for
The Sims 4
2021,
arriving on
an
Steam
announcement.
today. 5 more
I agree with
great
that, Tyler.
EA games, including Titanfall 2, A Way Out, and Dead
Gamescom
Space
might
3,
still be too
are all
early.
playable right this second.
And when EA Access arrives on
Ooh, I
Steam
see
this
some
fall,
Battlefield
you can get all
in the
those great
background.
titles and a ton more with your membership.
You can also expect to see our new releases on Steam too. One of the first arrived just a short while ago with full mod support via Steamworks.
The critics love it, and we know you will too. This is Command & Conquer Remastered.
Command & Conquer is never an RTS that I was, like, hugely able to get into.
Yeah, I've never played it.
I'm not a massive RTS guy in general, but I do like Civilization. I do like the older style Warcraft games. I'm not even big into StarCraft, so.
And Steam isn't the only platform getting some love. We'll be bringing games to more platforms than ever.
You can expect 7 new games coming to Switch in the next 12 months, including Burnout Paradise coming tomorrow and Apex Legends later this year. And we're bringing crossplay to many of your favorite games too, starting with Need for Speed Heat and continuing with some new titles being revealed later in the show.
It's all about giving you the freedom to play what you want, where you want, and with who you want.
It's about time on the
It's about
crossplay.
playing
Seems like next gen's going to kick
Absolutely.
off with
Now,
crossplay,
let's
just,
reveal some more games.
you know, like
Over to you,
enabled
Greg.
right out of the gate type thing.
The way it should be,
Quick
right?
reminder to
That's the
keep an eye
way
out
it
for
should
those
be.
Special golden
I agree with that.
hidden throughout the show. They could appear anywhere, and I mean anywhere. So keep your eyes open. Write the letters down as they appear, and once you've got the full code, you'll be able to enter for a chance to win one of more than a dozen great games on Steam. So stay tuned and find out where to
So
enter
far, I've
the
only
code to
seen
end the
E
show.
and an A. So
Now, if
I
you
wonder
follow my
what this is
content at all, then
spelling.
you know there's
EA Play
nothing
Live,
I
probably.
love more than new games. Well, I don't have any buffalo wings, but I do have something just as tasty. Over the past couple of years, EA has partnered with the amazing studios like Haze Light and Zoink to give us such creative.
Come
titles
on,
as
Joseph
A Way Out
Fares.
Faye. Here to explain how they do it are a few of the talented developers working on the next wave of EA originals.
There he is, man. Look how glorious he is.
Sometimes you just have this great idea of a game, but it can be really hard to do it on your own.
We wanted space for our studio's creativity to flow free, so that we could try unconventional approaches to solving new ideas.
There are times where you've got to break past your own sort of mental blocks, even if that meant building a whole new kind of game engine.
We get to do the game.
We're getting Joseph on max level one day.
And I mean, nothing comes into the game if it doesn't follow the vision.
We can really push our ideas further and bigger than we first imagined.
Let's find that magic.
This is really cool what they're doing here.
Yeah, I hope they actually have some announcements, though.
Yeah.
Because so far, the first 20 minutes have been a snooze fest for me. So here we go.
And now for a deeper dive into what these developers are working
Guess not.
on,
There's a
we
P.
turn our spotlight on
EA Play
three
Live. It's
studios.
exactly what they're spelling.
First is Haze Light and their mild-mannered, quiet leader,
Oh yeah, there's a P.
Joseph Ferris.
Yeah, you're still like a few seconds ahead of me, and I can't figure out how to fix that.
Please welcome.
Just try refreshing
Joseph Ferris.
until you are somewhat caught up to me.
There are like passionate people, there are crazy people, and there's me.
God, I love him, dude. I hope this next game is just as fun as The Way Out was.
Here? Can you swear? Okay. The Oscars, you know? The Oscars! You!
God, he's glorious.
No apologies there. Yeah, I know I'm cocky. I can't help it, man. I was born in Beirut, 1977. I lived there 10 years. There was civil war.
We're getting him on max level one day, man.
Bad stuff happening there.
That would be awesome, man.
We tried to move 5 times.
So you got a cameo?
The 5th time they let us in.
No.
And that's lucky for Sweden, because I've given Sweden a lot, you know. My third movie, Zozo, it's basically about my life when I came to Sweden when I was young. I've done 5 feature movies and now I've done 3 games. And it's way hard to make.
The Way Out was good.
It's almost like the
Frank and I played that to
the
completion
pacing of the story.
together.
While in movies, it's being paced for you.
I don't think I played that.
In video games, there's so much to
It's one of those games where
from
you
a
have to
storytelling
play with somebody because
perspective
like
because of the
you're seeing different perspectives at the same time.
That I think I remember you guys talking about this.
Yeah.
But they pretty much have one mechanic they like reuse all the time. The designers and the story writers are kind of like doing 2 different games. That's why I founded Haze Light, to keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible in games. That's what game number 3 from Haze Light is all about. And action. The
It
new
Takes
game,
Two?
It Takes
Okay.
Two, is a co-op action-adventure platformer that will blow your f***ing mind away. The story starts out with a small family. Cody, May, that's the parents, and then Rose, the little daughter. So Cody and May are about to separate. Rose doesn't want them to divorce, so she creates 2 dolls out of wood and clay, and these dolls magically come alive and actually controls both Cody and May. And
That's
you almost
fucking
control
cool,
their
man, and this
emotions.
looks
You're
really
almost
rad,
playing
like
their
graphically.
emotions. There's even levels where we're actually making a mechanic for their emotions. So again, marrying the story and the mechanics. And I think for the players, that's gonna feel very new, different, and unique. They haven't played anything like this before. It Takes Two is a crazy roller coaster ride that doesn't really have an ending. It has an ending, but that ending is that the roller coaster crashes and you fly into the sky and get up into space. And when you're in space, you're like, what the f am I doing up here? And then maybe you get back to Earth again. That's the best way to describe it. It Takes Two, actually.
He's so crazy, man. He doesn't make sense half the time either, but I love it. Next year. Okay,
wow,
cool.
That was the best way to describe it. All right,
There's
Joseph,
an L.
we love you so much. Thank you. Keep it up over there. The Oscars. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this originals train rolling, and let's stay in Sweden. Of course, I'm a fan of both their delicious red gummy fish and their video games. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Klaus and Olav from Zoink Games.
Thanks, Greg. Welcome to Gothenburg and, well, my home.
They make
Unfortunately, I
great
didn't
games
bring
as
you any
well.
Swedish fish, but we do have some exciting news for you about our latest game. At Zoink, we've always been driven by love of rich visual storytelling and creating strange worlds that people can escape to. The weirder, the better.
There's some cool
And I
photos in
think,
the background.
my friend Olav
Dude, their art style is amazing.
Yeah.
Just look at these guys, man. They're just they're crazy Swedish guys.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. I love it.
Started with a mood and some paintings, grew into this eerie.
I love this
strange
art style
world
already,
that feels
dude.
like something out of a beautiful, twisted dream, and that's the world of random.
Lost and Random is the story of Even, a little girl with a big heart and an even bigger temper. After a horrible event that changes her life, she embarks on a dangerous journey through the world of random. But fortunately, she's not alone. Just like I have Olav, Even also has a crazy little weird friend thing with her.
Along her journey, Even discovers Dicey, a playful, loyal, almost puppy-like dice companion that gives her the power to really
Hey, Jessica is
change
awake.
things in the
She said she's
kingdom of
nervous for
random.
The Sims 5. She's in chat. Welcome, Jessica.
Despite the name, in Even's world, randomness is feared, and a dark force
Dude, this
controls
looks really
every aspect
cool.
of life, from where you
Yeah, it
live
really
to how you
does.
act,
It's very
or what's your favorite color.
Burton-esque,
It's a
and I like
common
that.
story
I like
that
that.
is the backdrop of a mysterious world, but it holds a modern message that's really relevant to our world right now.
I think we can all relate to the desire to try and control the chaos around us. With Dicey's help, though, Even learns the power in doing just the opposite. Embrace the randomness, accept uncertainties in life, and you'll be surprised how far it takes you.
Imagine
I want
if
that
you
shirt.
could change the course of life with the roll of a dice. What would you do? Play it safe or trust in yourself?
Wow, that
and
looks
take a
so
chance?
cool.
We can't wait for you to play and find out.
We're still a long ways from launch, but we hope you will join Even and Dicey on their journey next year. Until then, please enjoy this first look at Lost in Random.
Welcome to Random.
Okay, so just to give you an idea of how far behind you are, the trailer just started for me.
Wow.
So I don't know how far behind you are.
It hasn't started yet. I've tried refreshing. It's starting right now.
Okay. I just was curious. You're about 5 seconds behind.
Huh. I wonder why.
For generations, transforming the fates of people just like you. But what if I told you there is another dice with the power to change everything? Now, my friend, it's your turn to roll, to play the odds, and break the curse of random.
This just looks so fucking cool, man!
It really does.
This is a Tim Burton movie come to a video game.
Have the sweet without the sour.
The dice thing is so cool. Such a cool little feature.
They should be scared of us.
This whole thing is fucking rad.
Yeah, this is actually something my wife might like.
She a Tim Burton fan or of that style or something? Yeah.
That's a look at Lost in Random.
Hey, there's another. Hey, it's 100% EA Play Live.
I feel like I live that every day of my
Why
life.
not just tell us at the beginning?
You know I was gonna do that. You know that? Dicey's my spirit animal. The game's out next year. But for something that's blasting off a whole lot sooner, take it away, Kevin Franklin.
At Final Strike Games, our team of experienced industry veterans have worked on incredible multiplayer franchises. We are passionately focused on making great multiplayer games. That's why I am incredibly excited to announce that we have partnered with the talented team at EA to release our first ever title, Rocket Arena.
Rocket Arena.
As you'll see, we stay loyal to the name of the game. It's a rockets-only shooter that allows players to get into the action quickly and stay in the fight.
Of course it's a shooter.
We wanted Rocket Arena to be an awesome, competitive experience to play with friends. I think you're gonna love what we've got in store for you. Here is the all-new trailer of Rocket Arena.
I hope this isn't their
Enjoy.
surprise. Come on. It could be, though.
Rockets away!
Yeah, if it's their first ever game.
The trophy will soon be mine.
I'm curious if this is something Kyle will want to jump into, though.
Probably. He'll at least try it out.
Have you ever wondered why life is
He
so
tries
good
everything,
on
but it's
Crater?
something that, like,
He does.
the art style is very, you know, typical games like he plays, like Overwatch and Valorant and that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm curious if maybe this will be something that he'll want to play.
And exotic destinations. Another victory. The people are courteous and friendly.
The concept that it's rockets only is kind of fun.
Always happy to help.
Oh yeah, I remember playing Halo the first, and I'm always doing rockets only matches.
Rockets are shoddy snipes.
Yeah, exactly.
Back when I actually played shooters, yeah. Now I hate them. Granted, I will play Halo Infinite this year. It's got rockets!
Shit ton of rockets.
Okay, 3v3.
3v3 might actually bring me in. That doesn't. I can kind of. It doesn't. It won't seem like just non-stop craziness, which sometimes gets overwhelming. You know, 3-on-3 actually might be perfect.
It's very colorful. I love the art style.
Oh yeah, it's very vibrant for sure.
Yeah. If I was into shooters, this is something I'd probably try to pick up.
So as you just saw, rockets are obviously
I don't know, man. Just
awesome
the way
to
my
blast all
shooters
over
are
the
set up,
place.
I don't know if I can fit
But
this
in order to come out on top, there's a lot
Sean.
to master. You'll have a range of rocket
Right, Messenger? Yeah,
abilities
3
to
versus
blast
3 is
opponents
not
out of
bad
the
at all
arena,
for
and
rockets.
an arsenal of evasive moves. Rocket jump, rocket climb, and dodge to avoid getting knocked out yourself. Don't worry though, you're never out of the action for long. Even when you're out, you'll fly right back into the fray. You'll also be able to really customize your own unique look and playstyle. Each of the 10 heroes available at launch have their own rocket-powered abilities. And as you play,
Okay,
you'll
that's
discover
good.
items that allow you to further refine each of your heroes' playstyles. Plus, every character has 100
I wonder if this is
levels
gonna be
of
free to
progression
play.
that unlock new cosmetics and rewards.
I was kind of thinking
All that and much more when Rocket Arena arrives on July 14th.
Wow, less than a month.
And there's plenty
Okay.
more content to come
Man.
in our first season, which begins just 2 weeks after launch
Yeah,
on July
cosmetic
28th,
rewards, I mean.
and brings with it a blast pass and a ton of free content, including new maps, in-game events, and a new playable character. Rocket Arena
Dude,
is
these
a game
maps
meant to
are
be played
fucking
with
cool
friends,
looking. Like how that was
regardless
on
of
these
platform.
boats
That's why
overlaying
we're
like a
thrilled to
waterfall.
announce cross-play
Yeah, they look
support
really
right from the start.
well designed and a lot of
So grab your
character
friends,
to the maps.
regardless of their platform, and get ready to blast off with Rocket Arena on July 14th on PlayStation, Xbox, Origin, and Steam.
I mean,
And
that's the
we'll
way
be
to do
sharing
it.
more gameplay.
Cross-
right
I feel like
after
if it
the
was
show
free to
with the
play,
help
they
of
would have
some
said it
great
already,
content
though.
Creators. So check us out on YouTube at the link below. See you in the arena.
Wow, that looks great. And hopefully you've all been keeping track.
You're
of the
right, you
golden
think they would
letters
hammer
hidden
that
throughout
home.
The show and
The
nearly
Y was
cracked
next to the
code.
TV, by the
Here's
way.
a hint. It's not Kanye. Keep an eye out for the last couple of letters, and then at the end of the show, we'll reveal where
Yeah.
you need to go to enter the code and a chance to win some great games on Steam. Now, from the future of rocket warfare, we head to a different kind of battle. It's the real reason I didn't get any sleep last night, and if you thought you heard sleigh bells, that's because it might as well be Christmas in June. It's finally time to talk Star Wars Squadrons.
Here we go.
Okay, I promise you, we are going to get a first look at some brand new gameplay in just a moment. But first, for anyone who doesn't fully grasp why I'm so excited, earlier this week, EA and Lucasfilm dropped a trailer that literally gave me all the feels, chills, joy, excitement, and then more chills on top of that. Take a look.
Well, cool. We're watching the trailer again, so I'm not going to upload my reaction that I did the other day because I haven't uploaded it yet anyway. So.
Oh, okay. There you go. Thank you,
I'm not going to react to it again, but this game looks kind of cool.
I mean, it does. It does look really great.
I still need to know more about the single player, and that's what I kept saying in my reaction video that I filmed and then didn't upload.
5 pilots.
1 squadron.
The galaxy's finest.
Because I know they're going to put a heavy emphasis on the multiplayer, but if the single player is strong, I wouldn't mind jumping in and playing through that at least.
Wow. The 8-year-old in all of us is celebrating and excited. The 37-year-old man on this couch is excited. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second year in a row,
Okay, wow,
I have
October
the honor and
2nd.
privilege of helping introduce a new Star Wars title.
Be here before you
And
know
here
it.
To put the hype in hyperdrive is none other than Motive's creative director, Ian Frazier. Hello, Ian.
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Happy to actually get to show this to people.
I bet. Now, in my copious notes I have on you, I'm told you are quite the Star Wars fan and have been a long time. How long have you liked Star Wars?
I've been a Star Wars fan for pretty much my whole life. I don't even remember the first time I saw the movies. And as a kid, there was a lot of different parts of Star Wars I loved. One of them was being a pilot, that idea of climbing into an X-Wing or a TIE fighter. So, you know, I played all the flight games in the 90s, and I got pretty obsessive about them. I'd pause, meticulously draw the insides of the cockpits and stuff. And actually, I dug up some of those drawings from my parents' attic over the holidays.
Damn,
We're
those are some
showing them
good
right now
drawings,
to
too.
the world. This strikes me as above and beyond the normal level of Star Wars fandom.
I think at Motive you'll find that quite a few people have that level of Star Wars fandom. We started this project.
Consider how old did he say he was?
As they joined the team.
Did he say an
and
age?
a lot of them
7,
had
8,
similar
I think
kinds
it was.
of stories
Yeah,
of
I
things
mean,
they'd done as
that's
kids.
pretty damn
One of
impressive.
them even built a functional cockpit in his garage.
Wow, that's fandom on another level. How do you guys go from being a fan, drawing what you see in the game, or building a cockpit in your garage, to actually making this game?
Well, I think that fandom, just love of Star Wars, has provided a really good foundation for us. But on top of that, of course, the team at Motive got a lot of experience working with Star Wars when they worked on Battlefront 2. And when Battlefront 2 wrapped up, there was a really small
Rocket
group
Arena
of us
is free
that
to
were
play,
really
Tyler
into
Thunder says.
particularly
Okay, cool.
the pilot experience within
Oh,
Star
really?
Wars.
Okay.
And we wanted
Okay.
to make
I mean, it
something-
looks like
something
you
that
said,
really
a
went
free-to-play
all in
game.
on
It
that
absolutely
part
looked free
of
to
the
play.
fantasy.
That's why I wasn't sure.
And so we did kind of a grassroots initiative, or started a little passion project, and that ramped up into eventually what is the game we're going to show you today.
You talk about, you know, your passion for this, your nostalgia for Star Wars flight games of the past. How do you honor that but make something brand new?
It's been interesting. You know, we're trying to kind of pull from that spiritual heritage of many different games in that time period. At the same time, we want to do something that feels fresh and new for fans today. And so what we've tried to look at is sort of the spiritual core of what I think are the best of the Star Wars flight games of the past. And what they did that I love is that they made that part of the universe real. The level of depth and detail that they show in the ships, the way that you control them, is something that I remember fondly from my childhood, and is something that we're trying to do very much with Squadrons. You know, in real life, being a pilot is hard. It takes skill. And that's something that you'll see throughout the game. You know, as you start off playing, it's pretty straightforward, fly around, shoot your lasers. But as you get deeper into it, you start learning how to divert energy from your lasers to your engines, how to shift your shields from the front to the back to cover your butt in a dogfight.
The graphics of
Or
this
at
is
the
just
higher
so
levels of
fucking
skill,
gorgeous.
You can do really crazy stuff. Like you can boost your engines, fly ahead, cut them off, whip around 180 and shoot a missile off your own
Yeah, the
tail while
way,
drifting
I mean,
backwards.
you're going
Like
through the
real ace
little
pilot
rocks
stuff. And
splitting
that's
up,
really where we have
flying
a lot of fun with
everywhere.
it.
I mean,
I want to do that. I want to learn how to do that.
It looks so cool.
I understand the nuts and bolts of how to play it. Is there a single-player story? Is there a
I mean,
multiplayer
yeah, I'm not
mode?
even a
What are we getting
fan,
into?
and
It's
I
actually some
kind of
of
want to
both.
try this
so
out.
the game starts with a brand new single-player story, takes place a little bit after Return of the Jedi, and it has kind of a unique dual perspective approach to it.
Okay.
So when the game starts, you're going to create two pilots. You create a New Republic pilot and an Imperial pilot, and you're going to alternate between their perspectives.
I like
mission
that
to mission
idea.
Over the
Okay.
course of the story. You're going to meet a diverse cast of characters along the way, and also a few familiar faces. Now, when you're done with that story and you've played maybe a bit in the practice range, you say, hey,
I want to
wanna
know
try
how long the
multiplayer.
story is.
We want to
though.
make it
That's the
really
thing.
easy for you to hop
Correct,
online
yeah,
with your
how much
friends and
depth are
play
we gonna
competitive
get?
space
Yeah.
battles at that point.
So that's the one thing,
And
like,
so we-
not
we've
to
done
bring
a
up
lot
Call
to
of
try to
Duty
reduce
again,
the
but I
barriers
love the
to make it as
campaign, but it
easy
was
as
only like
possible
6
for you to play with
hours.
your friends.
Exactly. And
so
that's
I'm
all I
happy to
ever
say
play
we
for
fully
Call of
support
Duty is I go jump
crossplay.
in, play the
You could be
campaign,
on
I'm done.
PS4, Xbox One,
I really hope
PC.
they add some more.
You could be playing on a traditional display or in VR, which, fun fact, the entire game supports VR from beginning to end, which is pretty cool. But regardless of how you're playing, which platform, they can all play together. Just hook up with your friend, connect, have an awesome space battle.
You just Death Starred my mind, man. Like, I don't... That's awesome. That is... the big question, when can people actually play it?
Not too long, actually. Star Wars Squadrons is coming out on October 2nd.
Okay, not too long at all. I was worried about you. I thought you were going to leave me on a teaser there. You didn't. You actually delivered. I appreciate that. The next big ask I have on behalf of everybody watching, I'm sure, who came here for one specific reason, can we see some new gameplay of it? Can we see any gameplay of it?
Absolutely. I kind of figured you might
No,
want to.
less than 4
On
months.
behalf of everyone at Motive and the team at Lucasfilm, I am very happy to show you the world's first look at gameplay of Star Wars Squadrons. Enjoy.
Let's see what we got.
The second Death Star is gone, but the Imperial fleet is still a threat. Vanguard Squadron, let's make history.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum!
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Earn your wings in a single-player story spanning 2 factions.
All stations!
With it being so close, I mean, we'll be able to play this on next gen.
Battles as a squadron of 5.
They haven't announced it for next gen yet, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience.
Come on, come on.
Man, this looks so good. They're doing a good job on selling me right now.
You'll begin your career in a single.
Well, that's what they need to do, right? I mean, they need to really drop the ball on the other ones.
As 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic.
I like the creating 2 different pilots and the different perspectives of the single player campaign. I like that.
Provides critical feedback about power management, targeting, and shields. With a squadron of diverse characters at your side, prove your skills on increasingly challenging missions.
Hello, Vanguard. Welcome to the Nadiri dockyards.
One of my
I think I'm gonna have to buy this. I really do.
With the New Republic
It just sold you.
Pilots you play.
It looks good, man. It does.
It does. Like I said, for me that doesn't know much about Star Wars, it really looks amazing.
I was a massive fan of the Rogue Squadron games on GameCube, and I'm, obviously it's a very spiritual successor to that. But if the air combat, like the actual space combat, is fun, I might stick around for the multiplayer. Who knows?
And highly maneuverable.
Let's get them.
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind of fun.
8 ships. I mean, that's
Keep
nice.
Allies safe and stocked up, as well as disrupting enemy fighters.
Light them up. Nice.
Bombers are the heavy hitters, able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships.
Is it only 40?
Fighters.
Then yeah, I'll buy it.
You've got a preferred component and need something customized. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, $40 isn't bad.
Not at all.
To customize your pilot and starfighters simply by playing the game. From cosmetics.
I like how they did that. Simply by playing the game.
Components that alter how your ships fly, fight, and
Of course, there
survive.
probably will be microtransactions too.
They're on you.
If you want to speed it up.
They got a lot of slack in the last one about loot boxes, right? I mean,
Of course, yeah.
So they had to hammer that home that, hey, we're not doing that this time.
Star Wars Squadron's multiplayer modes. First up, dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle.
Wow.
This just looks sick, man. I'm sorry.
It
This looks
Your
good.
loadouts to
For
work as a
$40,
team.
I mean,
In on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
Rebels unmarked.
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode, Fleet Battles. Fleet
Can't imagine how
battles are
chaotic this would
multi-stage
get.
conflicts.
and
Right.
Whether
multi.
playing solo
Oh
or
man.
with friends, you'll have the option to compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
That's so fucking cool, man.
I got him for you.
Meet your team in the social hub to solidify strategy, coordinate loadouts, and prepare for takeoff. First, push the front line by winning the dogfight in the center of the map. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
We've lost our capital ships.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship and take it down.
Shields are disabled.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to defend.
Keep our flagships safe.
It's your
Really
squadron's
cool game
choice
mode
how
too,
to
man.
play.
I like this.
Yeah, they're really
Assaults,
they're really putting a lot into this and showing a lot off.
and subversion,
Jamming the enemy. Sensors can't spot you.
or brutal bombardment.
That ship is vulnerable. Take your shot.
We need to hurry.
A unified squadron is the key to victory.
Making my attack run now. Let's make this count.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Join the galaxy's finest and make your mark.
You are the hope of this galaxy.
That looks good. Oh, here you go,
What's up,
Dan.
everyone? It's your boy
Sports
Lamar Jackson.
time. I'm gonna take a nap. No, I'm just kidding.
EA Sports family.
Let's do
This
it.
will be you guys' new man cover athlete. I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for you this season. This is EA Sports Next Level.
Oh, next gen world premiere. Okay. Okay.
Feel it all.
Let's see Madden on next gen.
It's like I'm lightning. In that moment, I'm untouchable.
It'd be cool to see a side-by-side though, right? PS4, PS5, something like that.
Or get hit.
This game is my one true love. Makes me feel like somebody. I never thought I could rise to another way.
It's just me and the keeper. My heart is like... Score that goal.
So far, just FIFA and Madden. No hockey yet.
Yeah, right. Give me some words some NHL. Let me see them. Let me see them hits.
You know what it sounds like? 60,000 people
singing your song.
Them FIFA games look
I can't live without
beautiful.
that feeling.
They really do.
Timmy Bones. I feel football in my heart. Feel it in my hands.
Wow.
See the unknown.
Brady in the Buccaneers uniform, baby.
Weird, right?
I want the real thing. I want that sweat dripping, shin splitting, hair raising.
I want to live in the floodlights. I want to feel it all.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Now, that's a lot to look forward to, but there's more. Here to tell us about the future of gaming is EA's Chief Studio Officer, Laura Miele.
I wonder if they're not going to
Thanks,
focus
Ray,
on sports
and
this
thanks,
time.
Lamar.
Interesting.
Welcome to the EA Sports family.
Oh, no, they're still talking
there are
EA
great things
Sports.
that
Never
come
mind.
from EA Sports for
I
all
was
of
about
you,
to say.
and that's just the beginning.
I thought they were already moving
As
on.
you've seen throughout the show today,
I got excited. I got excited.
More of the games that you want to play. Games like Star Wars Squadrons, Apex Legends, and Command & Conquer. These games all exist because of you. Your voices are heard, and we are acting on your feedback. Now, we've talked a lot about all the exciting games you'll be playing this year, but our studios are working even further out, creating new experiences, new stories, new gameplay, all enabled by new console technology. And we're so excited about what's to come, we don't want to wait until next June to share what the teams are working on.
This is what I don't like about EA Play, is that they show stuff that's
Generation shifts are an
way
opportunity to
too
push
early in
beyond the
development.
boundaries of gaming as
They
we
do
know it
this
today.
every time.
And this time is no different. Our studios are taking their crazy
Yeah, it gets
ambitious
too
ideas
much.
and
You're
making
getting
them
people
real.
too excited too early.
Criterion is known for how their games feel. From superior physics to nuanced details of gameplay, this team hand curates the moment-to-moment experience. And with the new consoles this year, there will be a seamless immersion which will get you into the race in a matter of seconds. BioWare imagines and creates worlds where you become the hero of your own story.
BioWare.
And we're using this
Come
next
on.
generation of technology to make those fantasy worlds
I'm
your
assuming this
reality.
is Dragon Age 4, but
For every console generation,
That's like years away still.
DICE sets the bar for
Battlefield
excellence
6 is
in
still
audio
years
and
away,
visual
too.
presentation.
maybe next year. Who
We are
knows?
creating epic battles at a scale
I thought
and
I heard
fidelity
2021.
unlike anything you've experienced before. At Motive, we are working on a highly ambitious and innovative new game that puts the power and creativity in your hands. And it's an experience that
I
would
mean,
have
just
been
look
impossible
how
without
early
next-gen
it is.
technology.
Why do we need to see that? Like, that's what I'll never understand.
Yeah, you're just
This
setting
is just the
people to
beginning.
get
That's
upset.
what you're working on.
That's all you're
And
doing.
there's so much more to come.
All we saw was shapes and
The future
blocks.
of EA Studios
Yeah.
is not just about new technology. It's about you, your voices, your ideas. We want to be where you come to play. We want to make games
On
for
next
everyone.
gen, see what we
So
can
please
do.
keep giving us your feedback.
Here's
and
a
let's
sneak
build the
peek
future together.
at what to expect 10 years
On
from
behalf
now.
of all of our studios, thank you for joining us today. But before we sign off, there's just one more game.
Wow, this
we would
conference
love to
kind of
share.
sucked. Okay.
Cousin Darren, over to you.
Thank you. So the moment is here. We finally get to say,
We're back. We're doing it. Skate's happening. We're rolling.
That's sick.
Efficiently got
Skate's
together.
back.
It's the
Okay,
beginning.
that's
Skate
sick.
Evolution continues.
We've been waiting years, honestly.
That's the big surprise.
To make the right game at the right time with the right
Think
idea. And
Skate 4?
really, really pleased to say that we're here.
Right, I mean, it has to be.
It is really
Yeah.
early, but it takes a little while to find Cuz or wake him up.
Dude, harsh. Still, we've got a long way to go, but we're stoked, and this is just the beginning.
And seriously, we really can't wait to bring you guys in and have you be a part of it with us.
We want to thank you for your passion, your patience, and all the support that you've shown, us to get to this point.
Did you say Skate?
It's
probably did.
amazing. We cannot believe you commented this into existence. Amazing. Skate changed my life. Thank you so much. Skate forever.
Guys, we did it. We brought back Skate. Thank you to EA.
There's
Thank
the
you
last
to
4
Cuz.
letters.
Thank you to Darren. Thank you to you. Thank you to me. I can't believe that I'm so happy and my heart rate. Is this what exercise feels like?
Oh,
Ladies
live,
and
yeah.
gentlemen,
I was like,
I can't believe it. Before we go, because I love you guys, here are the last letters of the secret code. If you think you've got the complete code, go to player.gg/EA and enter for a chance to win one of thousands of free games sponsored by player.gg.
Anyone watching,
You can find the
it's
official
EA Play
rules and
Live
everything else
if you want to enter.
player.gg/EA. Now, this has been an amazing experience, an amazing opportunity for all of us all over the world to come together and celebrate gaming. Thank you for being part of EA Play. Until next time, I'll see you online, and it's been my pleasure to serve you.
Dude. This sucked.
I'm so bummed there was no NHL.
This sucked.
I mean, he kicked it off, at least for me, with Apex. I mean...
No, like... Okay, hang on. Let's finish watching this. Let me formulate what I want to say here. Because I want to be nice. Lost in Random looks cool. Star Wars Squadrons looks cool.
Oh yeah, I mean, they really brought it with that. Squadrons and then the Skate 4 announcement.
Alright, so what we're going to do, we're just going to go... Can we go right back and just restart it?
I hope so, Tyler. I hope it will be better.
Let's just put it like right here, where the Apex stuff started, and let's mute this. Okay. How do I want to put this? Here's what EA does every single year that really bugs me. Is they focus on sports. They didn't even focus on sports this year. They barely showed anything.
Not at all.
So that was fine. I kind of like that they took the emphasis off of the sports. You know, they didn't really go in depth. They usually always go in depth with FIFA. They usually always go in depth with NHL, and they usually always go in depth with Madden. So those are like
FIFA,
their big
Madden,
three.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So they usually go in depth with those, and then they always focus on things that are so far away. Like, Tyler, I agree with you. Mass Effect. There's so many, like, stories out there right now on the Mass Effect trilogy being released this fall. Why not show that here? Unless you have that somewhere else, I don't know where else you would put it, because it's not even that big of a release. It's not even that big of a release. It's literally just like a port or a remaster of the original Mass Effect trilogy. So this would have been a good time to show that, and it would have made the conference a little bit better. I still think it would have been very lackluster with the inclusion of the Mass Effect trilogy. Like, if that's the only thing else that we have to talk about besides everything that they showed, it still was like a D minus conference for me. This was not a good show.
No, I am a looter shooter, so I do love that they kicked it off with Apex. We can see what's coming up with the next season. But yeah, you're right. Where was Mass Effect? Well, no NHL. So
the only gameplay we really saw was Apex, which we don't need to see Apex gameplay because it's already out.
Yeah, exactly. The gameplay doesn't change. What changes is the maps, the weapons. But yeah, the gameplay is the gameplay.
We saw gameplay from Star Wars Squadrons, which we needed to see, and it did sell me on the game. Like, that was probably the highlight of the show. And I think, like, it's unfortunate that that leaked and that they had to actually show the trailer on Monday. If they didn't have to do that, this conference probably would have been a lot better. Exactly. Like, that would have been a huge, oh my God, moment. We didn't, the UFC wasn't here. Like, that leaked a couple weeks ago. UFC wasn't in this show. Messenger, you were smart coming into this with low expectations. I did too. I didn't really have any real, like, hopes and dreams for this conference, but just watching it, like, from our perspective, people that do, you know, weekly podcasts, and we have a indie media outlet, this wasn't a way to, like, I don't know, this wasn't hype inducing.
No, it wasn't. Pretty much two things I was wanting to see was Apex, got to see it, and NHL. I'm still bummed. I'm going to keep bringing it up. I'm still bummed that I did not get to see some NHL anything.
Yeah, because we know it's got to be coming out in September. It does every single year. So it's great. Oh, it's thundering outside.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Tyler, they said they had many surprises and reveals, and that clearly wasn't true. I mean...
No.
And, okay, so their big surprise, Skate, the return of Skate, I feel like that hasn't even started development yet. Because they didn't show a damn thing. And they said it's so early and far away. Why announce it now? Why? Because now we're just going to be talking about it for, what, 5 or 6 years until it comes out?
And so why, but, you know, they showed us other stuff that was, like, you know, far out. And they were showing us, like, the pre whatever. And then, then you drop Skate 4. And
which makes me think it hasn't even started, because they can't even show the shapes and blocks and, you know, the 70 million triangles from Unreal Engine 5. They can't even show those triangles.
They got together 2 weeks ago and said, Skate 4, we're doing it? Yeah, let's do it. I mean, that's exactly what it seemed like, right? We didn't even get a little tease or anything.
It's crazy. It's a little disappointing. Rocket Arena looks kind of cool.
It does.
If you're into shooters, like I said, I do want to talk to Kyle about that. I'll be curious to hear his thoughts, and
me as well.
If you want to hear his thoughts, what you can do is tune in this coming up Monday on the Max Level Podcast. It's a weekly gaming show that we do. Myself, Dan, Kyle, and Sean will go more in depth with what we saw here with EA Play this year and all the other things that have been announced this week, including the new Pokemon Snap coming to Switch. And maybe some speculation on what to expect next week with the big Pokemon reveal. So, should be a good episode of Max Level next week. But yeah, this was not a good episode of EA Play.
No, Chloe agrees.
Chloe agrees, man. She's in the background saying she's disappointed as well. Yeah. But unfortunately, that is going to do it for this reaction video. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to click that like button. If you like us, click the subscribe for more of our content. And drop us a comment down below. We want to know what you thought of EA Play this year. Are you as disappointed as we were? Because this was very, very disappointing in our opinion. At least in mine. Dan was a little bit more excited than I was. New Game Plus next week? 100%, man. I am stoked for that. That is the Japanese conference. Yes, exactly. A lot of Japanese games. Yeah, that's at, I want to say that's at 11 a.m. Eastern next Tuesday. I will be live for that as well. Dan, unfortunately, won't be able to join me for that. I don't think anyone can join me for that because it's like midday.
I will be at work.
Yeah, I think I'll be the only one live for that one. But looking forward to that. I think there's let me look at my calendar. I think there's a Day of the Devs stream next week as well. Yeah, there is on Monday. So if they end up doing anything on that, I'll probably go live for that. And then there's something Marvel's Avengers related next week as well. The game coming from Square Enix later this year. There was supposed to be a Cyberpunk event too, but the game just recently got delayed. So I'm curious if they'll actually still do that next week as well. But yeah, we'll be live for that for sure. If you want to tune in for that, Tyler. Kyle, you're here. Okay.
Kyle, you showed up like 45 minutes too late.
Yeah, lame. I agree. Did you see Rocket Arena? Elder Scrolls 6. Okay. Did you see Rocket Arena? Because that's the one thing that I want to talk to you about. And we can do that, like I said, on Monday for Max Level. But I'm curious if you're excited for that. Because it looked like your kind of game. It really did.
It did look like a cow game.
But yeah, tune in Monday, Max Level. It is still... Is it? It's still on? I can't read that thing. Oh, it is still on. Okay, cool. So yeah, we might go live for that too. Who knows? We'll at least have a reaction video for it. But yeah, tune in on Monday, Max Level. that's going to do it for today. We'll talk to Kyle on that show and get his thoughts on Rocket Arena. And we'll be back next week, like Tyler mentioned, New Game Plus. But other than that, see you guys soon. Take care.